Hello and welcome back to JVCTR, and today we're doing something a little bit different. So today I'm at a press day. As you can see behind me, there's all sorts of manufacturers. So today is going to be a slightly rushed, dare I say, video, but actually it gives me an opportunity to try some awesome cars. So in this video we're looking at the AMG A35. The new AMG A35 comes along as the new kid on the block and the entry level to the world of proper AMG cars. It's currently top of the A-Class tree, but it won't be for much longer with the much anticipated arrival of the A45. That said, it's clear that the A35 is keen to be as bold and as brash as the rest of the proper AMG cars on the market. It's got aggressive styling with proper vents at the front, fake vents at the rear, a monstrous spoiler which to me looks a little out of place, and massive drilled rotors behind the 19-inch rims. The interior is most definitely the party piece of not only the A35, but the whole A-Class range. The infotainment system is operated by the touchpad, which is extremely responsive, and the infotainment system itself could keep you amused for hours. Within it, you of course have the standard features as you'd expect, including sat-nav and DAB radio, but you can also control the whole vehicle from within it. Anything from the electric seat adjustment to the interior LEDs to customising the driving modes. Talking driving modes, you have 4 options: Slippery, Comfort, Sport and Sport Plus. For this review, I'll be using solely Sport Plus as I'm not taking the car on a public road. You also have an individual option that allows you to customise how the car drives to your taste. So, stepping into the A35 for the first time, and if you're looking for a car with an interior that's got the wow factor, this is it. It looks incredible. I mean, if you're talking premium, there's everything in here. You've got like a leatherette effect on the dashboard, although I'm not entirely sure that is actually leather. I think it might actually be plastic. But up here, you've definitely got stitched leather. That's lovely. This screen that goes right the way across is the absolute showpiece. There's a lot of like LED lights in here as well, which you won't be able to see today because it's daylight. But at night, they look amazing, although if I'm going to be picky, they might be a little bit distracting at night, but we'll see. We'll see how we get on. In terms of the center console and all that, it's just amazing. Now, when I first came across the A35 today, what struck me was actually it's a hell of a lot longer than I thought it was, and actually how I remember it. But that really does show itself in the rear legroom. Headroom is plentiful. I'm not the tallest of guys, but I have loads of room, so you can definitely be a bit taller than me in the back here. And as you can see, even with the driving seat in a driving position, I've got loads of legroom. So in terms of practicality, it's looking good. Now, if you come around the back here and open the boot is rather large too. So that passes the whole hot hatch test because it certainly looks nice and practical. The car's beating heart is a 2-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged unit producing 301 horsepower, delivered through all 4 wheels via a 7-speed auto box. This will propel the car from 0 to 60 in approximately 4.7 seconds, and it'll carry on all the way up to its limiter, which is set at 155 miles an hour. Now, for those of you who may be slightly pushed for time, I thought I'd summarise the driving experience of the A35. Wow. What are you? Now, just as we move off, my first observation is the fact that because of this nice swanky centre console, there isn't actually anywhere to put the car into drive. So actually all your drive, park, reverse controls are on the steering wheel behind these rather lovely paddles. So now I've discovered how to actually move the car, we can get out and test drive it. So let's go. Now that's the green route and we're going for the yellow route again. So already I can feel that this car is crazy fast and really sticks to the road like glue. Wow. Oh dear, this car is a car that will make you lose your license. It pops and bangs and everything. I'm not even going fast and I'm loving this car. The exhaust is quite noticeable in the cabin, which is nice. One of my pet peeves is when a car has a really nice exhaust note, but they insulate the cabin so well that you can't hear it at all. This car has not fallen into that trap. You can hear that exhaust, but you can hear it, but it's not really intrusive. Like, it's not the showpiece. It's there, and you can hear those pops and crackles when you want them. Wow, that's so cool. And these little paddles, they're actually metal, and when you click them, they actually feel like a proper click. Oh, you throw it into a... Good God, does this thing grip? Jesus. Wow. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's so good. Now, if I'm gonna be really picky and find something that I don't like about the driving experience, that is the auto box. I'm not a fan of autos anyway, and to be completely brutal, it doesn't really seem to sort of click exactly when you want it. It's okay, but it's like that click. It took like 2-3 seconds to change gear, and it recognises your input and then sort of analyses it and thinks about it, and it's like, is that the right one? No, I'll let you change gear now. It's just, I'd like a bit more control, would be my only complaint, but I'm being very picky there. Whoa. Wow, I mean, as a piece of engineering, this thing is incredible. Especially on a course like this, where the hills are steep, the corners are sharp. Good grief. And we're in Sport Plus at the moment, so it's the most sportiest of settings, but you can actually, you can configure all of the settings and everything, but this one gives you like a boost gauge and everything on the dash, and it's a toy. It's a massive toy, is what this is. In fact, I would almost go as far as to say this car has almost nailed my definition of a hot hatch. And given this is only the A35, I cannot wait for the A45. I was really expecting this to be tame. It is not. Oh, those pops and bangs, they're so good. They're intoxicating. Now, I must admit, pops and bangs are one of those things where if someone were to ask me in a street setting, for example, or maybe a bar, do I like my exhausts to pop and bang? I would always say no. I mean, it's really immature, isn't it? I mean, why would you want that? It's just sad. It's like being a hooligan. But actually, I do actually like it. It's a bit of a guilty pleasure. So there we have it. Those are my first impressions of the AMG A35 Mercedes, and you may have guessed, I really, really liked it. So with that, if you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up, found it useful, thumbs up, and if you want to see more of me and other car content, then feel free to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. There goes a sight from my soul.